freedom, liberty, and honor. We can save America. Welcome to the experience.
3, 2, 1.
Hello again and welcome. I am Dylan Atkins, and you can get in touch with me on dylanforamerica@gmail.com or all over Facebook. Just pick a page and write to me. There has been so much going on in the world lately. It is incredible. There has also been a lot going on in the U.S., as everybody knows. But there seems to have been, a shift. A slight one, a small one, but a shift nonetheless. And that shift seems to be, in the government, the shift seems to be going to the conservative way. There has been a select committee, House committee, that has been selected. The chairman of this committee is one Mr. Trey Gowdy. I'm excited about this. I really am. Trey Gowdy is a former and very successful, might I add, federal prosecutor. I have listened to some of his questioning that he did during the government shutdown and why the World War II Memorial in Washington, D.C. was shut down. And he absolutely takes nothing except the truth. He will ask, because he knows the truth. He's a congressman. He knows the lies. He knows what people have said. People come to him with propositions. He knows the lay of the land, okay? And he knows the truth. And if somebody gives him a roundabout answer that doesn't really go either way, he will continue to absolutely pound them with questions until he gets the truth out of them. And the great thing is he doesn't go after the answer he wants to hear. If the answer goes against his beliefs, but it's the truth, then that's fine. But he wants to know what the truth is. Now, they have put him as the chairman of the Select House Committee to investigate Benghazi. There have been a lot of people that think that Benghazi should just be, it's over, it's been 2 years ago. Dude, it's been 2 years. That literally is what somebody said, and they were from the White House. To me, 4 brutally murdered Americans is not something to go over lightly, and it's not something to say, well, it was 2 years ago. I don't care if it was a decade ago. You look into it, you find out what happened. Not only do you make sure it never happens again, you find the people who are responsible, the people who did the killing, and the people who ordered it, and you get rid of them. I'm not saying either way on how you determine what get rid of them means. That's up to you. But it is time, thank the Lord, it is time, it is past time that we start getting answers on this. Mrs. What difference at this point does it make Clinton? This could be the complete end of any kind of career she ever had or would have had, especially as a president. Thank God, because that would have been a bigger train wreck than what we have now. Anyway, not only that, we have the IRS, that whole situation with them going in and targeting conservative groups like the Tea Party groups around the U.S., the national Tea Party and the state and city Tea Parties affiliates. They are, that is coming closer and closer to coming to a conclusion. Thank God Almighty for that one, because the absolute massive government overreach by this administration, and not only that, the overreach, but also the lying. It's every time Obama's mouth moves, he is lying. It's not even hard to tell anymore. I'm waiting on his pants to catch on fire or something. I wish. That'd be really funny. But it just seems as though there has been a change in the government, and I tell you why. It's not because morality is all of a sudden hit. It's not because a moral compass actually decided to point north and there's people's heads and they decided to listen. It is because election time is coming, and they know you don't like them. They know that you don't like them. They know you don't like their policies. That is why Speaker Boehner decided to go ahead and actually enlist Trey Gowdy and the rest of this House committee. That's why he did that. He wants to be reelected, and he needs, for his political purposes, needs to be reelected. And he knows by doing this, he will satisfy the people who won't shut up about Benghazi, as well they shouldn't. And he'll, now, I'm not sure why he picked Trey Gowdy to be the chairman, because Trey will definitely get results, I believe. I really do. And so we'll see. Hopefully this traces back to the actual perpetrators who decided to do this and who decided to do nothing about it at the time. Whoever that may be and whatever may happen to them, that's up to them. But I'm just happy that there is somebody who is looking for answers now. It's been a long time coming. And in terms of the IRS, that one has seemed to have petered out a little bit, but who knows? Maybe it'll come to fruition that they tracked it back to somebody. It's all this. Okay, my personal belief is that Obama's behind all of this, and if he is, then then the trails are leading to him, and it's his scandals and just all the mess is coming to it. Is coming back to him, and his castle is crumbling around him because he created it out of sand, and he built it on sand. This thing is not going to last. He hasn't had any successes in his presidency, not really. Nothing to speak to anyway. And I think it's time that he gets out of office. I think it's time that he gets held accountable for what has happened in his administration, whether he directly said to do these things or not. Fast and Furious, Benghazi, the IRS, but whether or not he gave the word himself to say, go do it, his administration did. And he is responsible for his administration. And the thing is, he is responsible, and he should be held accountable for what his administration did. In this argument of, well, I didn't know. Well, that doesn't work, because it's your job to know. It's your job to know what your administration is doing. You're the head of it. You get briefings every day. There's not really much way you wouldn't know. But anyway, I think it's time that this finally comes to an end, and I think it is time that I am just ready for some truth to finally come out, and I am ready for I want a president that loves this country again. And I'm sorry if you think he does. You are sadly mistaken. Look at his track record. He does not. And if you think he does, then I am willing to say that you don't. If you still support Obama after all this. And not race. It is not race. Absolutely not race. I am sick and tired of hearing that argument. Well, you're racist. No, I'm not. The person I want to run for president more than anybody else in this coming up election that maybe might run is Dr. Ben Carson. Ben Carson, by the way, is African American. Yeah. Take that. He is a person I want to run. He is somebody who is level-headed. He is somebody who is tired of Obama's overreach and his scandals and his lying. He is tired of just how this country is being led at the moment. And he wants to change it. He's spoken outright about that, and he may. If he runs and he wins, then I think that he will lead this country back into the great age. I think he will be, if he wins. I think if he runs, now of course he hadn't said yes or no, but if he runs and he wins, then I think that he will be a modern day Reagan. I think he is. I think he's that kind of a person. He has strong morals. He has strong ethics, and I think that he is somebody that will take this country back to the top of the world's standards and be an example for the rest of the civilized world, and be a beacon of hope for the countries that have not yet reached that civilized status. As I think they will be able to use this country as kind of a map, if you will. And also, I know he does not take kindly to other nations treating us the way a lot of the nations in this world have so far. And he is a very, very, very strong supporter of Israel. And that is somebody we need to support right now. Actually, well, forever. And I think that he would be an amazing choice. And if he wins, well, then we'll be in an amazing boat. And I think that it's that would be a great day. I think I would have some cake on that day. Actually, I have cake all the time anyway, but that's neither here nor there. But I think that Washington, in their own way, is listening to the people, is listening to you. And I think that because of that, things are starting to change. And I don't think it'll be too much longer. And well, when I say too much longer, that's relative. All right. For some people, tomorrow would not be soon enough. But I think that sooner rather than later, this country will be back on track and climbing again. I really do. So that's kind of my take on things at the moment. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing it. Thank you for inviting your friends. And again, you can get in touch with me on dylanforamerica@gmail.com. I'm sure that'll come up on your screen at some point. Be sure to spell my name the right way. It's spelled exactly how it sounds. Everybody spells it wrong. Actually, my mom has even spelled it wrong before. That's kind of weird. But anyway, I look forward to seeing you guys next time. I hope everybody has a great week until then, and we appreciate you. See you next time.